Hello Cancer, hope you're well. Welcome to your October 2017 general reading. I'm reading Major Arcana and I'm going to do a 3-card spread. Card number 1 is things as you see them. Card number 3 is things as they really are. And card number 2 in the middle is whatever it is blocking your vision. So here we go, one more shuffle and one more cut for Cancer, October 2017. I'm reading towards me, by the way, Cancer. Here we go. Your first card, Death. Okay, does it feel perhaps like everything is changing? Okay, rightio. Interesting place to be. Bit of a roller coaster at the moment. Right, card number 2. The Lovers. In the upright position. A choice. But it's an interesting choice here with the Lovers. Okay, and card number 3. The World. Upright. Alright, you feel like everything's out of your hands, Cancer, like everything's changing, things are changing around you. What you thought was secure and real and true turns out to be wobbly and fake and not true. It's not necessarily all bad, but it probably feels out of your control. But you do have some control. Or perhaps you think you do. Right, the Lovers here, the choice card. As the veil, that which is stopping you seeing this. Because there are real fruits to be picked here, Cancer. Real, you know, there's fantastic outcome here. Let me have a think about this, because this choice in the veil position is kind of puzzling me. I mean, you know, death, everything's swept away. The world, everything wonderful. Resolution and fulfillment. So what is this doing here, Cancer? Let me have a little think about this. Right, I think it's possibly time to let go. Time to let go of what might well be some sort of fake sense or false or misplaced or mistaken sense of agency here. It suggests to me that you think that if you do this or do that, which you clearly can't decide whether you should do this or do that, that somehow this can be brought under your control. But it can't. It can't. You know, the reaper reaps when it's time to reap. Having said that, this is things as you see them. I think there's rather a lot of misconception going on here. You think everything's out of your control, and you also think that you have some agency over it if you just choose the right thing. But the fact of the matter is, everything's fine. Everything's absolutely fine. I'm going to... See, this is puzzling me, because the Veil card has definitely more than one function in a reading. It represents, it's symbolic of more than one thing. It's not just what's blinding you, like something in your way, obscuring or blurring or blocking partially or to whatever degree your vision. It's not just about that. It's also about stuff being right in front of you that you can't see. And that's a very, very weird phenomenon in life, but it's pretty common. People cannot see what is right in front of them, and because it doesn't fit basically with their paradigm of reality. But it looks like you feel like your paradigm of reality is being like pulled out from underneath you, like the rug's being pulled out from underneath you. So I want to get some clarification on this, because I don't know whether there is a choice to be made that can help ease your worry and your sense of things being out of control, or out of your control here, that will enable you to relax into this, because you can. Or whether you feel like you have no choice and there is a choice to be made. So I'm going to get hopefully some clarification on this one. Right, the Fool reversed. This has come up such a lot. Stucky, stucky, stucky. No cycle coming to an end. No forward motion. And yet, this is definitely a cycle coming to an end. Okay, this suggests to me that you feel like you don't have a choice. And as it's come to back up the choice card in the veil position, I would say that there is some choice involved for you here, Cancer. But I get the feeling this is more a choice of perception. This is more about how you choose to see things. And, you know, no matter how conditioned we become over extended periods of time to seeing things in a certain way, it is simply a matter of how you see it, and it can be changed like that. So there is a choice for you, but as I say, it's more a choice of how you see things. I don't at this stage feel any necessity to clarify this. Why mess with a good result? So I'm going to have a look further into this, because there's this interesting juxtaposition here of simply a cyclical process at work and lack of cyclical process at work. So let's see what else we can get on this death card. Interesting. Okay, justice in the upright position. Wow, the plot thickens. Because there's a part of you, I think, Cancer, that feels like everything that's going on is right and just. And this would suggest that you are in fact correct. Maybe you need to simply sit tight. But I'm still intrigued by this choice here to be taken. Because taking a choice, I mean, this choice card, the Lovers here, is really, really interesting, because what we have is the young man in the middle who's attracted to the young lady to the left of him. What's left on this side, right on the camera. Anyway, he's attracted to her, and he's not just attracted to her in a kind of like, oh, I quite like you. He's got bloody Cupid shooting him. So this attraction that he feels for this young lady is kind of something beyond his control, and perhaps beyond his experience. And this lady here, traditionally in this card, is seen as the young man's mother. And she's holding on to him a little bit. She's got a hand on his shoulder, and he's still kind of leaning back towards her, but his head and his heart are going towards her. So his mother here represents what he knows, what he's grown used to, what is normal, what is real, and of course it is. Everybody knows that. This is new. But yeah, this is a grown-ass man. I mean, what sort of a young man, what sort of a man, just coming into adulthood, who, you know, is attracted to a new life for himself, an adult life, to become a man with a wife? What sort of a young man is going to sort of go, oh, actually, no, I'm going to stick with what I know and go home with my mum? So there's both, there's a hesitation. It's a really, really interesting card. There's a hesitation here in the young man, but there's also Cupid at work here, who's basically going to enflame this young man with desire for this young woman. So this really is a card of paradigm shift. And it's choice and possibly contradiction. Well, it's certainly choice on multiple levels. It's very important in this position for you, Cancer. And yet you kind of think that things are as they should be, but they're not. You need to do something. You need to take some action to release this stalemate. Release this stalemate in order to access this. So I'm going to pull another card and kind of stick it here. Oh, right, well, listen. It's going to be out of your bloody hands anyway. And in a sense, you know, with the tower, what we have, the thing that's destroying the tower, you know, it's not being blown up by people. It's not being dismantled by people. The bolt is coming from heaven. There's nothing anyone can do. So in a sense, there is a kind of justice to it. It just is what it is. It's just what happens. It's just fate. So I think, Cancer, to be frank, I think there is a bloody great change coming. You're shilly-shallying. You're like diggling off this way and you're diggling off that way and you're not sure, you know, do you have any agency in this? And I think through October, basically, you are going to be undecided as to whether what is going on is a good thing or a bad thing. You're going to be undecided as to whether what is going on is something that you can affect or not. And in the end, it's going to be taken out of your hands. But don't worry, because what's coming is super duper. Okay, well, enjoy your scuttling around from this side to that, Cancer, and look forward to this. You're not going to see it, but when it comes, it's going to look like a fucking disaster. But it's just going to be wonderful, wonderful for you. Okay, please do tune in for another reading. There we go for October 2017. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave a little comment if you would like to. And if you would like a private reading, please contact me at the email address in the description box below. Cheers, Cancer. Take care. Bye-bye.